just a good reminder that we don't have it all put together and you don't have to.
Tomorrow, I found out I had 6 months to live. Am I going to look back and say, oh, I should have folded that laundry? No, it's like I should have took my kids to the damn park. So sometimes I just say, you know what? I'm not doing anything. I'm just going to go do something with my kids.
Welcome to Life Changing Money, a podcast all about one of the most taboo topics in the world, money. I'm your host, Barbara Streehans, and we're going behind the scenes on business owners' journeys to money, success, and wealth. Let's get started.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Life Changing Money. I am so excited to have Miss Jenn Carlson here. Welcome.
Hello, hello.
She is one of our amazing clients and in our council mastermind and has been to Minted and's been to Be Seen. So we're so excited to have you.
Age 5 clinger over here.
No, not at all. You just love the events.
I do love them.
And tell the people who you are.
So, realtor, mom, business owner, haunted.
Her house is haunted. We'll get into that.
Is haunted. I'm just here to show up and be the best version of me I can.
And you are a real estate agent in North Carolina and you love Pinehurst.
Yes. So Pinehurst is one of the top golf communities in the whole world. And that's where I get to sell real estate. So it's like being on vacation all the time. But for me, because I love living there and I'm a huge part of the community, it's more about helping intentional buyers like find that area, that neighborhood, that community where they feel like they belong. And so I don't really look at myself like a regular real estate agent. I'm bringing people in and trying to find them where they will flourish. It's kind of like where you live kind of defines who you are in some sort. So I take a lot of care in that. I want people to move there and love it just as much as I do.
And you, like me, are military spouses.
Yes.
So you've probably lived all over.
I've got to live everywhere. I've had a great life. But my favorite thing was living in the UK. So we lived in England next to the SAS base and got to walk to the little downtown city center. Got to walk the kids to school every morning. Just a very simple way of life.
Was it anywhere near London or is it like in the middle of nowhere?
It's in the middle of nowhere. It's like 3.5 hours from London.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But like everything's green. I mean, there's not much convenience. Like when you're traveling, literally you wee on the side of the road. And it's allowable. You see everybody do it. Yeah. Everybody uses the bathroom on this side of the road because there are no gas stations.
How long have you been a real estate agent?
I've been a real estate agent since 2014.
You've probably PCS'd a few times.
So I'm lucky. Where my husband works, I don't have to PCS anymore.
Oh, okay.
But before we got to Fort Bragg, we did PCS. And that's pretty much my specialty. And now I've kind of moved into, not only do I help military buyers because I've been there and done that so many times, now I'm getting all of their parents who are moving to Pinehurst to be there with their kids and their grandkids.
Oh, that's cute. So you haven't had to move like locations of like being the expert in North Carolina. You haven't had to find a whole new group of people and clients.
No.
That's nice.
Yeah. Our last move, like big move, was in 2010. We moved to North Carolina. And well, besides going to England, but that would count. When I went to England, I had to find all new friends and I only made one. But we were there a year and it was a totally different community. And I would just get up every morning and walk to coffee after I dropped the kids off and talk to shop owners and locals and make connections and really take advantage of the area. And with where I live now, there is a constant flow of new people.
Yeah.
Because we do get a lot of military that PCS every 2 years. My job is to help them kind of pull them in. Like not only is it real estate, I give them my doctors, my hair lady. There's a little thing like summer camps. So Pinehurst, it's awful. We do not have enough summer camps because we've exploded in growth. There's so many kids. So I even like texted my clients the other day. I'm like, at 8:00, the summer camps are going to go online. And if you do not have yours booked by 8:05, they're going to be sold out for the summer.
Oh, wow.
They do it one day and it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're not a local,
you don't know that.
You don't know that. So I've tried to incorporate all of that into it because I do understand people having to move and you have to find a person for everything, even pet sitters.
Yeah.
I mean, people love their pets and it's really hard to trust randoms. So that's been part of my process.
How was the conversation like when you were deciding, do I go to England and put my whole business on hold, or do I stay here?
Okay, so in theory, I signed up to go to England. My husband said it's going to be 2 years. I have 2 years to mentally prepare, financially prepare, everything. Something happened to one of the guys there, and so he's on deployment, and he calls me and he says, can we leave in 2 months?
So 2 years went to 2 months.
Maybe he just told me 2 years and then he just slid it in there, right? Like, if you're listening, I know how you work. So it's the same thing we do, like, right? Like, oh, I already had that purse, you know, like that kind of thing.
This whole thing.
So he calls me, he's deployed, and he's like, hey, could we move in 2 months? And I have 24 hours to give him an answer.
Oh, yeah.
I rolled the dice. I mean, why not? I have 4 kids, have a business, but I'm going to let you know a little secret. That year I was gone, I had 2 agents show for me, and I actually did the most business I've ever done in my life, not even being in the United States.
Wow.
Because I feel like it goes to, for us, and I know you do have to deal with this too, because we talk about it like, how do you keep everything in the air? Like, how am I a good mom? How am I a good wife? How am I a good business person? How do I still have time for myself without going crazy? And when we moved to England, it was a 6-hour time difference. So my clients, I would get up earlier than them, 6 hours earlier. I could go to the gym, enjoy my coffee downtown, walk my kids to school, do all those things. And by like a few hours, then they're ready for phone calls. So it would be like 1 o'clock in the afternoon for me. And I got all that time to myself. And then they got the best version of me. Not having to, like, I love showing houses and doing all that like fun stuff, but being in the car 24 hours a day and running yourself ragged, really, it prevents you from giving that best of yourself. It's really hard. So when I was in England, I was a lot mentally happier because I had all that time to myself and with my family. And then my clients had to wait. Like, they weren't even awake. So it was like, I didn't feel that pressure when you wake up in the morning, you have to check your phone at 6 a.m. and you have messages from the night before, like, the plumbing flooded and this and that, and the buyers are going to back out of the contract. I had all that time to just like, woosah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's probably why you made more money.
And that's why I made more money. So I'm trying to get back to that.
Well, that's a good lesson for, like, we have a lot of real estate agent clients to hear, because they probably feel like, oh, I can never take a vacation, or I can never, we have a lot of military spouses too, of like, oh my gosh, my whole business is going to burn to the ground if I have to move. You actually made more money while you were gone.
Made more money, did more sales. Yeah.
How did you find your showing agents?
Luckily, they were with me beforehand. One was a friend of mine, and then the other one, her daughter owns a real estate company, but mom and daughter can't work together. So she sent her mom to me. So they helped me the whole time I was gone.
Yeah, that's so nice.
Yeah. And if I had a really hard time, I would just pay another agent to do it. But I gave them a handsome fee for taking their time, and they went to all the inspections, and it basically turned around, and then I ended up more just being able to focus on being on the phone with my clients rather than doing all the other things that took me a million different directions.
Maybe you just say you're in England again.
I know.
And you'll just make more money.
I know. Well, now the good news is I joined the council. So I have 3 trips this year.
Yes.
Plus mented, maybe, whatever else comes up. So I was always afraid to just step away because I felt like I was going to lose. And now I'm like, I guess if there's a trip, I'm taking it, because then people get the better version of me.
Yeah. I have a money mantra that is, I always make more money when I travel.
Yeah.
And we do every single time. It's so crazy.
Yeah.
Even my husband, who's like not as woo-woo as I am, we were talking about this last night at dinner, of like, our husbands are not as woo-woo as us, but he hears me say every time I travel, I make more money. And then we will go on a trip. And then he's like, sees the Stripe account and he's like, whoa, that's so weird. And I'm like, it's not weird. It's just, it is what it is, what it is.
Yeah.
So he's starting to believe it.
Well, he should, because you're right. You're pretty much right all the time.
Thank you. Well, we just wrapped up like a 3-day retreat.
Yes.
Do you want to talk about like your favorite takeaways?
Whew. It's hard for me because I am finding the woo-woo. I was very skeptical, like the first few things we did. I went to Be Seen last year, and we had someone that does breath work and basically like regulating your nervous system. Right?
Yeah.
And that was the first time I'd ever heard anything like that. And then this time we had this couple come in and it was almost like a trance. Like I felt like I was hypnotized, but not in a bad way.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm not a crier at all. And then it's not by choice. It's just don't cry much. But going and doing that breath work, it like sets something free in your mind. And when I was in that trance, I couldn't move my hands. I tried to like spread them out. I tried to like move my feet. And when you're in that, and then I, of course, just started crying. And I'm like, why am I crying? I don't even know why I'm crying. But I woke up and I felt so good.
Yeah.
Like it brought a lot of clarity. So that was one of my favorite things. It goes back to remembering that simple things are what make you money. So as simple as we had a session with Whitney and her going through the marketing and explaining it to us, like dumbing it down for us essentially, right? But like the steps and how you tell a story. I've listened to a million storybooks on how you're supposed to brand, and the way she delivered it was like an immediate connection. I was like, oh my gosh. And then I just wrote down everything I needed to do to change my website. Because it's like, hi, I'm a realtor. I sell houses. That's what everybody says, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, how do you put into words what you really do for people? I'm going to be better about telling that story instead of just discounting myself and saying, oh, I'm a realtor. And then the money aspect. So the Wealth Collaborative, Hannah and Allie came. And when they showed me, because I'm an S corp, damn, I'm getting that right. I'm an S corp, and the 401k thing has been so confusing. And when they broke down the solo 401k and showed us how easy it is to open it, and then how to pay yourself, like set up an IRA and have it come from your check versus paying it out of your account, and how that's a huge tax incentive. I had no idea.
Oh,
That was something new I learned.
great.
I knew it was tax deductible, but I never knew that I should be taking it out of my check. I just did it separately. So that guy was like, whoa. And it's probably one of those things that I've never paid attention to because I don't sit still.
Talking about money, being a military spouse, I think it can sometimes be hard to be the breadwinner and then have a spouse that's like so passionate about what they do, but we all know military people don't make very much money. So what do the money conversations look like in your marriage?
I'm a spender. My husband is a saver.
Same in my marriage.
Okay. But because he's not around a lot and he doesn't have the time or the depth for managing all of that, I have done it for like since we've been together in 2008. I'm the one that makes sure all the bills are paid, and he can just look and know we have money in there and be fine. Right. So that's something that's going to change when I get home. I'm actually just turning it over to him. Oh. Yeah. Because our money conversations always go like, why did so much money get spent this month? And I'm like, it's $4,000 in groceries. Like,
yeah. You have a lot of children.
We have a lot of offspring. We have 4 kids. And my husband is so into health and fitness, and he doesn't want us, like, we don't keep junk food in the house. Like, we don't go out to eat very often. We cook every night, meal prep, do all the things. It is really expensive to eat organic and all the greens. Oh my gosh. And I have girls. I have 4 girls, but y'all don't know this. I grew up with brothers. My daughters eat more than my brothers did growing up.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
I mean, my oldest is like doing weight training and all this stuff, so she eats a lot.
Are your kids in sports?
Martial arts. So 3 of them have their black belts.
Oh my gosh.
They play flag football.
They're like tough girls.
They're tough girls. Yeah. They're tough girls. So they kind of just, depending on what season it is, like one's done cross country. They play a lot of sports. And I'm glad, because I feel like it makes you more well-rounded. It's just interesting, all the age groups and having them all, none of them are the same.
Yeah.
We're the same parents, but they're all so different. But one of the things I've learned here as well with you and the Wealth Collaborative is I think I'm going to start talking to my kids more about money and showing them behind the scenes.
They're a lot smarter than we think they are. And they really love seeing that side of things because they don't understand, like simple example, but like when the kids ask for toys all the time, or can I get this snack, that snack at the grocery store? It's like they need to understand what is the income coming in? What are all the expenses going out? And then they're like, oh, that's why mom's saying no to a certain thing. It's because we have this bucket for investments and this bucket for savings and this bucket for charity, and toys come after that. So
yeah, that's going to be I'm going to do better about that.
For the business owners listening, there's always questions about having to do it all and how you juggle all the things and having a spouse that deploys. What are some of the tips and tricks you have for getting it all done?
So one of the things is, I've always done this, but I heard somebody in our group, save yourself the headache tomorrow. So I try to operate on the do one more thing. Even though I'm tired, I want to go to bed. If I wake up to a messy kitchen, I yell at my kids. We have a rule in our house: who cooks does not clean. So now all my kids want to cook.
Yeah.
So now it's turned into, we're all cooking, we're all cleaning. They have chores. We have a sky calendar, and they put all their chores on there. So they're responsible for their rooms, keeping them clean. Everything goes into the calendar, all of their sports, all of their drop-offs, and also like not taking it too seriously. Like, I will tell you guys, I have a cleaner come every week on Monday. I have 4 kids and crazy amount of animals.
You do?
Oh yeah. I know people don't think I even like animals, but I do.
What's a crazy amount of animals mean?
Right now we have 2 mastiffs, which are like the size of people.
Uh-huh.
And we have 2 cats that are ours. And then somebody dropped us a cat that we've been feeding for a long time. We just got rid of our bunny. We had like a furry bunny, fancy bunny. I don't even remember what it was called. Double lion something that chewed every baseboard in our house.
Oh no.
Yeah. You could litter box train bunny rabbit, but they love to chew real wood. So he would hide behind things, like, the TV stand or something, and chew all the baseboards. So my kids are always asking. We had a gerbil. We don't know where that is.
Oh,
My
bye
daughter.
gerbil. The mastiff ate it.
Probably. And then, can't find the gerbil. And then my daughter had like mice. She got mice. Oh gosh, no more animals. I can't take it.
But they take care of the animals.
They take care of the animals. They have a schedule. One of my daughters feeds the dogs in the morning. The other one feeds them at night. And same thing with the cats. I took that off my plate. When we got the kittens 6 months ago or so, when we first got them, that was my rule. I'm not cleaning a litter box. You want pets, they have to be a responsibility. I barely feed you kids.
Yeah.
So I'll go through, this is going to sound gross, and anybody who's been in my house, you know this, because I tell you, I always do a disclaimer. My house is messy, but everybody's fed, everybody's loved. Neighborhood kids can come over anytime. They have free reign. They can put their hands in the fridge and get whatever they want. But I may not mop for 2 weeks. Like, that is just life. Or laundry. Laundry will sit in my master bedroom. I have like chairs like these. It will sit piled clean, but for weeks.
Well, it's just a good reminder that we don't have it all put together, and you don't have to.
No.
Like you said, it's not that serious.
Tomorrow, I found out I had 6 months to live. Am I going to look back and say, oh, I should have folded that laundry?
Yeah.
No, it's like, I should have took my kids to the damn park. So sometimes I just say, you know what? I'm not doing anything. I'm just going to go do something with my kids. Turn my phone off and put work down and say, that can wait, because we have a finite amount of time on the planet, and who you spend it with is going to be what people remember.
What's one of your goals for this year?
I'd like to grow my podcast.
Tell them about your haunted podcast. So she has a haunted house.
Yes, I'm the town weirdo in Pinehurst. So I live in a haunted house.
You give me like Wednesday vibes. Has anyone told you this?
Well, now I look.
Yeah.
What? Oh,
like
gosh.
right now, it's very Wednesday vibes.
Oh my gosh. I grew up in a haunted house, kind of pushed it off and did all the things. And then we moved into this house. And right after we started renovating, weird stuff started happening. So imagine you're laying in bed and you're sleeping, really deep sleep. And then you hear old lady slippers start to walk around your bed from your side to your husband's side. My kids, what is that? We don't even don't even have slippers. Like, look around, there's nothing there. You go back to sleep, and then you hear it again, and it's like left to right, left to right. That's what started. Right after we started renovations, there was a lady that lived in our house, started showing herself, appearing, making noises, sometimes scaring me. And so I said, I wanted to do this podcast for like the last 6 years. And then I joined the council and everybody said, why are you so afraid? Do it.
People love ghost stories. It's like intriguing.
What's crazy is the people I always thought would be like the most turned off by it, because the way Pinehurst is, it is kind of uptight. I have met craziest people I never would have thought would actually be into ghost stories. Like, I thought they would be like, oh, you're a weirdo. But they're actually like, oh my gosh, my aunt has a haunted house, or I grew up in a haunted house. It is awesome. Like building those relationships with people in my community who I never thought we had anything in common.
That's the power of a podcast, is like, you can really have it about anything, like make it fun, something that you want to do. And it just brings people to you. Like, I've been able to have like the coolest guests on mine, and then they ask me on theirs. And it's a good way to DM someone without being weird. Yeah. You're just like, hey, I have a podcast. Do you want to be on it? And everyone's always like, yes. So it just can open so many opportunities for you. So I'm so glad you're doing it, because I think especially in your town, like, you're going to meet so many new people and they're going to share their fun stories.
I'm going to learn to play golf.
Okay. She's going to learn to play golf.
This year.
Pinehurst is big in golf.
Yes. And I think it's so boring.
It is boring to me too.
I sell golf properties and my clients are like, you don't even play golf. I'm like, I've never even held a golf club. Well, unless you count putt-putt. But that's on my list for this year. I know it doesn't seem like a huge goal, but I'm going to make myself do it. We're looking at buying one property. I have finally convinced my husband that the beach is a good place.
Which one?
So we're looking at Cherry Grove, South Carolina.
Okay.
So it's like in Myrtle, guys, dirty Myrtle has such a bad reputation. All right. So Myrtle Beach, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, is a very touristy place.
Yeah. Not a fan.
Not a fan, right? Okay. Me neither. But we discovered this little part of Myrtle at the very top, and it's called Cherry Grove. We've been looking at property there. When you go down there on the beach, the tide goes so far out, it looks like you're standing in Wales. And we traveled to Wales, and we would go to these beaches, and the tide would be so far out, it looked like miles of sand.
Oh, cool.
And so at Cherry Grove, the first time I ever went, it's the freshwater. There's like a river behind it, merges right into the saltwater there. And so you can watch the sharks like on the sunset, feeding in the really shallow water.
Whoa.
And you can find all these beautiful like little hermit crabs and stuff. So we'll go and we will spend the whole day on that beach, like fishing and swimming, and the kids will do the shells. But it reminds me of being in the UK without being in the UK. So when I think Myrtle Beach, I've always thought like, oh, gross. But when I go to Cherry Grove, it's a totally different feeling. Like that is, yeah.
Well, I can't wait to celebrate you with a new investment property.
Yeah. So.
And your girls will love that. So where can people find you, especially if they want a Pinehurst property?
Yes. So Love Pines Realty. That's what I own. I'm a boutique brokerage owner. So you just type in Love Pines Realty. I will come up. I'm the only one. If you want to find me, I'm Haunted Realtor Podcast on Instagram. And I am Local Jenn, LOCALJENN on Instagram. And I will give you a warning. Local Jenn is not my business Instagram.
It's a little unhinged and I love it.
It's unhinged. But then you'll come to Local Jenn. You're going to see I'm a lot of fun. And you know what? You don't have to be boring or staunch to be good at your job, right?
Exactly.
So just know we're going to have a good time together, and then you're going to want to be my best friend. So,
well, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Life Changing Money. Don't forget to subscribe, and I would love if you left a review and shared it with your friends. See you next time.